3, 2, 1. Hit the button, baby.
How's that?
Houston, this is...
Thor News is for winners, and that's why you're here. So stick around. You know what I mean?
Here's the latest update.
Yeah, the sun's been totally freaking out. Things are crazy these days, man.
Tropical storm Jose is still spinning off the northeast coast, bringing high waves to places like Amagansett, New York. The northeast, you're going to continue to see coastal problems for the next several days. Also, could see some coastal flooding. They are keeping this storm sitting in the Atlantic. Hurricane Maria has officially made landfall. This storm has made landfall as a Category 4 near Yacoba, Puerto Rico.
We got 3.5 million American citizens here on this island. It's a territory of the U.S. Some people are still without power and even running water because of Irma, and now we're having a direct hit with Maria.
The rainfall is going to be significant. Flooding will be significant. Officials warned that the country's power system could completely crumble. Also getting reports of storm surge moving in onshore along with landfall. Governor Ricardo Rosello told the Associated Press that the hurricane was going to be, quote, an extremely violent phenomenon.
The force of 500 nuclear bombs. That's how much energy a typical hurricane expends during its life cycle.
It is way too early, or maybe premature would be the better word, to rule out anybody along the Eastern Seaboard at this point. And we still need to be worried about the Eastern Seaboard
with this very powerful hurricane.
But this is what we're concerned about. Here is the eye path cone, and it's still possible it could buffet or even hit the East Coast. That's something we're going to have to be on the lookout for, and that would be sometime next week, the middle of next week.
It has been brutal, and it's not expected to ease up.
Nobody knows where Maria is going to go.
Let's keep an eye on this.
Weather is weird, that is perfectly clear.
Does it feel like the weather has just been really weird this year?
Oh, so you gotta start watching things very carefully.
Stay cool. This is a Thor News presentation. Are you cool? Because I'm going to be dropping some hard Thor News science upon you. Thor News presents...
Well, here's the good news.
In reality, right now, we officially have had 3 hurricanes hit U.S. territories. Harvey hit Texas and did damage. Irma hit Florida and did damage. And now Maria hit Puerto Rico, is doing major damage as we speak. And after that, nobody knows where Maria is going to go. I'd say it's a 50-50 shot. 50-50 shot, it goes out to sea. 50-50 shot, it hits coast. You can't rule out East Coast landfall. I mean, you can. You can rule out the sun. You can rule out the national debt. And you can even rule out traffic in your mind. But that only exists in your mind. In reality, right now, we officially have had 3 hurricanes hit U.S. territories. Harvey hit Texas and did damage. Irma hit Florida and did damage. And now Maria hit Puerto Rico, is doing major damage as we speak. And after that, nobody knows where Maria is going to go. I'd say it's a 50-50 shot. 50-50 shot, it goes out to sea. 50-50 shot, it hits coast. So my message is, as it always has been, numero uno, you better plan and prepare for the worst case scenario. From Florida all the way up to Canada and all along the East Coast. And numero dos, we need to come together as a people. Standing around bickering while the water keeps on rising is a horrible plan. So this video is super simple. You can't rule out the East Coast. There's a chance you'll get hit. Should I even say there's a 3% chance? It could go in the Gulf. Things are crazy these days, man. I pulled like 70% of the solar data from like last month. Yeah, the sun's been totally freaking out. The solar activity has been crazier and wilder than I've ever seen before in my 5 years of stalking the sun. It's like binary hurricanes, man. Fujiwara effect. Almost in effect. It almost looks like a circle of rain around a hurricane. I mean, the models on Jose changed from yesterday. The track on Maria is souther and wester than they thought it would be yesterday. So I'm just saying, it's all a bit wild and wacky out there. It's best to lace your boots up, keep your mind sharp, and stay cool. As right now the GF is saying no. What say you, European? So the European has been making a weird turn to the west, almost to where Jose was. The gem has Jose going back into the East Coast as in almost nothing, and then Maria making direct landfall on North Carolina. And the nav jam pretty much takes it into New Jersey, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, New York. Because in that scenario, as we saw with Florida, the east side gets the worst of the rain bands, and even New York City. And it also takes Jose back into the coast as almost nothing. A ghost of a shell of a hybrid storm. That's the nav jam. Now we're going to the JMA. I don't even know what that's doing. But after watching these models, if I was on the East Coast, I'd have a plan. And it's like me, I got a plan. If I think there's even a 50% chance a hurricane is going to go past Florida and head into Houston, I'm headed north. I got a place to stay. But I'm lucky. I'm a lucky guy. So do the best with the hand you've been dealt. I'll keep you guys updated and put that solar video out. It's pretty awesome. I mean, it's amazing. It's mind-blowing. Yes, I, Thor of Thor News, believe the sun is a big driver of our weird weather. Because the sun's been acting weird, man. I'm telling you, the double-peaked maximum grand solar minimum is a hell of a thing. It's like on drugs, on tequila, taking downers. You got a crush on some crazy hot chick. Or something like that. All right. Talking to you guys soon.
So here we go again. If it's happening